All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning from Houston. Spring actually, but Houston-ish. Yeah. What's going on? Getting ready to kick off a day of prep for the Mach 5 event. Uh, hop into chat here, guys. Let me know if you're here. See what's up. We'll get us up on. Make sure we're on Instagram and all the things. Make sure we get live. Looks like we're there. Do not disturb. All the stuff. I put my phone on. Today was a I guess a mark. What do I want to say? A milestone. I increased the text size on my phone. George Ross, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you on Instagram. On the backside of a pot of coffee this morning, getting the sleep squared away last night. So I'm on a rolling chair, so on a hard floor. So yeah. Dan Bennett, yes, I made it on time today. Good to see you, buddy. What's happening? Yeah, George, how are things going for you? Touring man is here. What is happening? Good to see you guys. I thought I'd try to tackle a whole pot of coffee this morning. I've been up since I'm doing the time dance because 4 o'clock here is 5 o'clock there. Get up and went through my presentation a few times this morning, getting prepped up. So weather's good. Good to see you, Pat Johnston. Yeah, weather is good. It's 68 degrees right now, a little bit overcast, but going to be a great day. Good morning, Danielle. Yeah, good to see all of you guys this morning. Looks like my dad's here. How's it going? Yeah, nice to see you, touring man. Upright, I hope. On two wheels, more importantly. Yeah. BC, how are you? That name gets me. What is happening? How are you? Good to see you. What's going on? I keep sliding around in my chair. Yeah. Well, we got in yesterday, no problem. Flights were good, and had a little powwow on the Mach 5. So got together with the team and last night, grabbed some dinner and talked about last minute preparations and who's doing what. So today's a busy day of moving equipment over there and getting things set up. The stage people are coming today, and I think Steve and I are going to do the daily sales accelerator together at the studio or right on site at the venue. So if you guys are taking in the DSA, you'll see me 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern for that. So, but yeah, good to see all you guys. Pat says my flight lands at 11:47 tomorrow morning. Wow, that's decent. In at a good time. Yeah, our flights were good except for the standard crying baby stuff. But that's when you throw the big old headphones on and just conk out. You know, Dan, we went through this last time on how to pronounce that. She's going to give us that again, but I call her BC. Bayani, Bayon. Oh, you have to give me a class on that one. My touring man is so easy, right? She's Matt Tolman probably kicked the shit out of a heavy bag and hit the speed bag. And B.O.B. Yeah, but I don't get the second B though. B.O.B. B.O.B. I don't get it. Buyani. Everybody's taking a crack at it now. Oh man. Good stuff. Well, hey, let's get into it. Talking about legacy these days, and it's not B, it's N. Bioni. Yeah. Typo. Thank you. I'd be driving around all day today going, how's she getting B.O.B. out of that? That's me, B.O.B. Get it? There's your first bad dad joke today. All right, let's talk legacy. We talked legacy at home yesterday, in the home or in your home life. Talk about business today. Um, Shoot. So a true business legacy isn't what you build. It's who you rise up. And I've always kind of felt that way. Like in business, I wanted to make sure that people that worked with me or for me or whatever, I kind of left them in a better place than when they showed up. Understanding that they weren't going to stay forever. Probably not. But I can think of a few people that kind of came through the company at different times in their lives, and I like to think that they left in a better spot than when they show up. So if you try to develop leaders, right, then you're instilling some culture in them, right? And the legacy is the leaders and the culture and the systems that you leave behind. That's part of the business that carries on, right? The projects are mostly forgotten. Sometimes the people that you worked with are forgotten, relationships, a lesson. But I guess what you leave behind in people is what really matters the most. And with the coaching, I mean, um, you know, kind of bridging over to that, I realized it wasn't just building, remodeling, or whatever. I was helping build people. And that's kind of what I do now with my coaching business every day, particularly with Steve. Is what we try to do is just help build people to rise up and do better at work and life. Because guys, like, culture outlives strategy, right? Strategies change with the markets, tools, and the trends, but culture, like your values, expectations, how you treat people, that's what lives on. That's what's going to transcend and say trickle down, if you will, right? If you build that culture intentionally in your company, your business is going to reflect that long after you're gone, right? And aren't we all stewards of our own business? If you own a business, or if you're working for a company, you're a steward of the company. Just try to leave it in a better spot than where you found it. I feel like Dwarf today. I'm like in this low chair. Dwarf online. What do I go like that? Do I look taller? Yeah. I feel like Tim Conway. Oh shit. Uh, so systems protect your values when you're not in the room, right? Like, hey, this is how I want it done. I'm going this way. What happens when you leave, right? Because without systems, your values are just ideas, right? And people are gonna, if you don't control the narrative, people are just gonna do it however they think it should be done. So we have SOPs, standard operating procedures, checklists, workflows. Um, that's not about control. It's about consistency. This is how we do it here, right? Doesn't mean something can't get improved or somebody can't have an idea or completely revamp a system, but at least you're working from something, right? For example, like if you value craftsmanship, a system can ensure every job reflects that, right? This is good, better, best. This is acceptable. This is not. I routinely would go on job sites and say that's not what we're selling. Take it off, take it down, redo it, because that's not what I sold the folks when we met with them 6 months ago to sell the job, right? So, and people development is greater than personal performance. Okay, as long as the business revolves around you, the legacy ends with you. It ends there, right? The day that you're gone, the business is gone, the legacy, the values are gone, all that stuff. Um, your job as owner and leader is to create opportunities, mentorship, and responsibilities so others grow. Simple. And if you're working for somebody that doesn't do that, or you're working for an owner that doesn't value that, or you're an owner that doesn't do that, you need to change. You need to change. Um, Legacy, I believe, is measured by the leaders you leave behind. Okay, not the titles that you held. Okay, your business should thrive without you. Okay. If it crumbles when you step back, you've built a job, not a legacy, right? maybe that feeds your ego, but it doesn't feed any of the families of people that work for you or with you. So freedom and sustainability come from building a business that runs on vision, culture, systems, people, all that, right? Not just your hustle. Okay. Ask yourself, could your business survive for 30 days without you? 6 months, a year? I mean, Bubba's on here a lot, and last year Bubba went down with a back injury, had his surgery, and he was out for months and months and months. And when he came back, he still had a business. Now, he would tell you that there were probably some things that would run a little better if he was there, but on balance, things ran, and it was there when he got back. Okay. The last thing is impact is greater than income. Okay. Income's necessary, but it's not the story that people are going to tell. Okay. The impact you made on employees, clients, community is what defines your business legacy. Okay, guys. For example, did your business create careers? Did it give people stability? Did it make the community better? I always felt pretty good when I looked around and, I'm like, wow. And I didn't take it lightly. There's 3 or 4 people here that are, their family's livelihood is tied to whether we do well or not. So that was, kind of felt like it was a big deal, not to be taken lightly. Yeah, I mean, if you stepped away today, what part of your business would continue? What part would collapse? Who in your business is ready to carry the torch when you step back? Good questions, right? And I like this one. What impact is your business having on your community? Have you thought about that? So all kinds of ways to have impact, guys. If you just look around, right? Your business legacy isn't built in spreadsheets and balance sheets. Okay, it's built in people. It's built in culture, and it's built in impact. That's the stuff that's going to remain long after the jobs and the numbers fade. Okay. I guess that, if it ended tomorrow, that's what I would want to be remembered for, is the impact I had on people. Right. I always told people, hey, listen, if you may work here for a month, a year, 10 years, but when you leave, I want you to be able to say I was fair. You may not always like what I have to say, and I might not always like what you have to say, but we're going to have a mutually respectful relationship, and you're going to be able to say that I was fair. Okay. So, guys, pop a fist pump in the chat if that resonated with you at all. Tomorrow, day 5, we're going to talk about how resilience becomes reputation. Okay. I've done resilience before. We talked about it, but it's pretty hard to go live 365 days in a row and not cross over on some things. So I don't see any more comments. You guys still here? Man, coffee's good today. Yeah, we're getting ready. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate it. Yeah, so today we got to bring some stuff over to the venue. Got to go do the daily sales accelerator. And then we're not going to have that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday just because we're all tied up with the event and everything. So if you guys have interest in the daily sales accelerator, let me know. We'll get you a link. I don't have my link poster today, but we can get some stuff in later, or you can refer back to yesterday's for some links. So we're kind of out of pocket this week, so it'll be a little bit janky, but I don't see a situation where we wouldn't be on time the next few days, even with everything going on. So, hey, Sue, good to see you. So yeah, guys, I hope you're having a good week, making it a great week. We're an hour behind now down in Texas, so we're doing that dance. You got to be here a couple of days. You're like, well, it's 6, but it's really 7 at home. Just like it's 6 or it's 7, whatever. Get transitioned over. So, but yeah, we've got today is kind of setup day. Tomorrow, tweak things like audio, visual, the stage. People rolling into town today and tomorrow night. We kick things off with an elite VIP dinner at 5, I believe it is, and then from 7 to 9 is open to everybody. We do a happy hour social night 1. Then Thursday all day, going right at it with the conference. Thursday night we have a company that brings in a whole bunch of casino tables, and we're doing a casino night to benefit the Live Like Jet Foundation. You've heard me mention that. And then Friday again all day, going hard in the paint and wrap up Friday night. Saturday, we're taking the folks that purchased the elite VIP ticket. We're going to take them shooting to a local range, give them a taste of Texas. So that's going to be cool. Pew, 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 pew. I don't know if they'll let me shoot or not, but we'll see. So anyway, it's going to be fun. It's going to be full tilt the whole time here. So fortunate enough to have a great place to stay. And a great team that's pulled this event together. It's these guys give me a hard time because it was literally my idea, and said, "Hey, let's have an event." So we're talking about it last night, and they were giving me a hard time. And I said, "Hey, guys, check back with me Sunday when you guys after you get it all done, and tell me if you think we should do it again." Always would kind of reserve making any big decisions like after an Ironman. I would say, let's just. You would be saying, "I'm never doing that again. Never doing that." In fact, I said that after a half Ironman. I will never do a full Ironman. And then after the first Ironman, I said, "I'm never doing that again." And then about a week later, I was home looking for where the next race might be or how I could sign up for next year. So you never know, guys. So anyway, I want you to have a great day. If I can help you, let me know. Reach out. Do what you're doing and do it well. And I'm going to like this chair. I'll try to look a little less like Dorf on Live tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a great day. We'll get some links in for you later. It's still time if you're local, if you know somebody in this area, or even if you want to jump on a plane, fly down, we'll figure out a way to get you here, get your butt in the seat, and pour into you for a couple of days at Mach 5. So, guys, have a great day. I appreciate you. Share this out. #SBS. Love you. Take care.